they're happy that, you know, there are 2 puffs.
Yeah, I think it's
To
good.
give my extremely low-level basic knowledge that I've heard about this match, people who are the jigs that's usually above.
It's like you can shark with up airs, and it's really strong in this matchup. Like that's what you see Hungry Box do. He'll like up throw, and then he'll try to shark a lot.
Where are both of these players from? And
GG is from the northwest. He's from Manchester, I think.
And I don't actually know where Skuxx is from.
I believe it's like Milton Keynes or somewhere. It's like just Midlands, but like not really Midlands.
I'm wondering who their training partners are.
Yeah.
Skuxx doesn't really have much of a training partner, to my knowledge.
Yeah, he started from netplay as well.
He started from netplay.
General.
And they're both.
Is it both netplay?
I think it is. Like GG's a mod on the netplay server, I believe.
Yeah,
so,
he is, yeah.
Is he from Wales?
So
from what?
Where's he from?
He's not from Wales. He's not from Wales.
No, he's from Manchester.
He's from Manchester. Yeah.
So yeah, just because we got Skuxx here in the green, and like feels like they're both just finished out at the moment. I think GG felt like he had a bit more of a threatening edge guard game from what we saw, but obviously going to be a very slow, value-based matchup.
I mean, he had, when we saw it in Cruise, right, he had the lead the entire time, and what really swung the tide was when he got, when Skuxx got a fair stage spike against him.
Yeah.
And that's when, like, the momentum shift.
Yeah. It felt like GG was outplaying him in Cruise, but obviously
did feel that way. But
Cruise's one match, like a best of 5, is a very different situation.
You've got time to adapt, and Skuxx is, I believe, the favorite for this.
Yeah, no, he
in terms of seeding at least.
Yeah, no, I would say he's definitely.
He is, but I would say GG's probably favored to win.
I think GG's honestly better at this matchup.
View, yeah.
I agree.
Why would you say?
So Skuxx actually hates Jigglypuff.
Yeah.
Even though he plays.
There's actually a lot of people who hate their own character.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't. It's like, they're like, I don't want to deal with my own bullshit.
Yeah, well,
that's what it's basically like. So, yeah, like.
Well, no, he actually wishes he didn't have to play Puff though.
What? He doesn't like the.
Like
character?
he doesn't even like that he plays Puff.
Oh.
Like I remember I played with him. He's like, yeah, I just wish I could just play Falco all the time. And like in friendlies, a lot of the time he just wouldn't play Puff. But he's like, Puff is broken and easy, so I play Puff. Yeah. Now maybe his perspectives changed, but at the previous Arcadian, that's what he told me.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah.
So he's got the position here. GG looks like he's not like great at forcing his way back in when he's off stage, but still is just a matter of percent for percent at this point.
Yeah, this is actually kind of
really close.
It's really tight.
I feel like someone's gonna pull ahead throughout the overall set, but at the moment this is actually looking ridiculously close between both of them.
I mean, it's weird because you don't often see tight Puff dittos, right? Like even like as a general spectator.
I think it's a matchup where if you're ahead, it's really hard to pull back.
I think so
if
too.
You're like ahead of clean stock.
These matchups are ridiculous. Once someone gets an actual lead,
yeah,
it's actually ridiculous
so
to come back
annoying
in these kind of games. So,
like, which makes these situations even more important because, like, if you're
How much can
GG
you tap
here,
on?
exactly, you get like 40, you're almost there.
So like 9,
not
you
enough.
got 1 hit. That's not great.
Yeah, like the Peach, not as much Peach, but like the Samus Dittos,
so
like all of those kind of matchups.
Yeah,
it's actually
it's so important.
It's like the whole game is about like value and hitting percent and not taking damage yourself. Like, it's not just about quick swinging a stock here or there. That does not happen in this
maximum
matchup.
you might see like a 3-hit combo.
Yeah,
like momentum works really different in these kinds of matchups.
Yeah.
Because it's so much more incremental and it's
funny because in these kind of matchups you can definitely see when someone is like mentally behind.
Yes, yes, exactly.
Like people are super quick to accept defeat in these kind of matchups just because it's very grueling. It's just like, they know what they have to do to come back.
But it means every one of your resources, like each one of your stocks, is worth so much more. Like, you're playing Fox, you go to stock down, you're like, yeah, whatever, but like...
But like in this matchup, you're like, oh my god, I've got to work so hard. I got to climb so much.
Yeah, for sure.
All right.
Okay, so off the top there.
One thing I did notice from playing and watching Skuxx, sorry, not Skuxx, GG is he kind of likes to throw out F smashes, as I say that. He kind of likes to throw F smashes to kind of catch his opponents like slipping, right?
Skuxx at the end's like actually got the first lead of the set.
And this is a big lead, like only 62%. I don't think drill up smash will kill yet.
This
game
is pretty much this game is pretty much Skuxx's. Like GG needs some real magic to bring this one back.
He needs like not that.
Yeah, that thing you said about the forward smash, I've noticed a lot of people who do that are people who like to scramble for positioning. They panic and they're like, I want the advantage. I want the neutral advantage. And then they throw out something just kind of panicking, just like, oh, I want something. So that's something you really have to watch out for when you're an up-and-coming player, is when you when you're in a neutral situation and you notice that you're scrambling for the advantage, you have to like pull back.
Or figure out what options that your opponent are going to go for in those scrappy situations.
That's very common, like mid-level, when they feel like they're getting overwhelmed, they super scramble for an advantage in neutral.
Right.
So that's something that people definitely need to watch out for. A quick 50 with like just back airs.
Yeah.
Back to the same stage as well. I'm not really sure how. I'm not really sure how Styles.
Puffed it up.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
I couldn't. Maybe if someone was like more of a rush down puff, they could go. Yoshi.
Well, I was gonna say like like the thing is, right? Like neither of these puffs are especially ground based, right? Like there aren't many ground based puffs outside of like 2-state anyway. I guess like maybe again like if you're good at drill up smash, if you're really good at hitting your drill grabs and stuff, like smaller stages probably favor you.
Yeah.
I feel like I imagine GG was just like, it seems fine. I think I can beat him on there. Like I don't see any strong argument for any other stage.
No, I mean like I think the thing about Dittos in particular as well is it's really a lot of it is preference, unless you've got like very noticeable stylistic differences.
That's why I was trying to see if I could figure it out, but it's just a lot of back airs.
Yeah, there's I don't see two different styles here.
Well, again, there's not a lot of grounded movement. I'm not seeing like a lot of wave dash up tilt to like scoop.
They're very aerial based. I don't really feel like any of them scrambling for the high ground either, which I feel like is actually.
Well, you mentioned at the start, and I agree with you. I think like trying to have that like height advantage and be below and being able to shark is important in this matchup.
I think a lot of times, like, when they're trying to stop the other Jigglypuff Puff coming back in, they commit to like a double jump with an aerial. In that time, you want to just go along the ground and get underneath them, I think. Like, because like, so many times they exactly see he's coming in with that high back air. GG just needs to run in underground and like, get a bit of position back.
A lot of these are like horizontal mix-ups and not vertical as well, so you can probably just sneak under.
Yeah. Exactly, Neither is actually sneaking under the other, even though they're doing this double jump.
Exactly,
like, you need to do that together.
Yeah, that's definitely what.
GG's actually in the lead for the first time. Really.
Yeah, this is true.
Let's see what he can get here. Yeah.
Ooh. Skuxx is definitely a pounder. He is definitely a pounder.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, I think I've seen it quite a lot.
In his second Bomboni, I saw it,
I guess that's a style thing you could say.
Oh, he did that reverse fair in Cruise earlier, but he didn't convert off of it. He actually got 43%. So not bad.
I think that's one of the things that Jig does that actually looks sick.
What, reverse fair?
When they do like
I love Jig.
When they do reverse fair, it actually looks.
GG's also quite solid at like sharking for tomahawks, I've noticed.
Yeah, he's landed 2 tomahawk grabs, and like Skux's been caught wild guard by both of them. Feels like.
Ooh, great up air.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is
GG's game now. Yeah.
This is what we were talking about before when it gets actually super tough.
Are we gonna get like a bunch of puff games where it's like just one player gets the lead and that's it? I wonder.
It's funny that the game can sometimes be decided by like.
It is.
First stock.
Yeah.
Because
it's important.
If you take the first stock and you're at like 50, then you can crazy trade for the rest of the whole stock.
Pretty much.
And then just be in the advantage.
And it's like really hard for Puff to force her way in against Puff.
Exactly,
right?
and like. The more you try and force it in this matchup, the worse it goes for you.
Exactly.
Yeah, GG's probably just going to play safe this whole game, man. He's probably just going to close it out.
Yeah.
Like Skuxx is going to have to play unbelievably disciplined to beat him.
Yeah.
And maybe get like something cheesy. I don't know.
I think he can like GG can trade badly and he'll still get him to 50%.
Yeah.
When he's got 2 stocks, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like.
He can afford to take risks like this, like because he's so upright.
Every aspect of it, you're behind. So like
that pound is like, all right, cool. Well, I'm still alive. How much more percent can I tack on?
I'm to 86.
86
is
grand.
This may be a bad analysis, but maybe I think it might be it might be better for Skuxx to go to.
Oh no way! So this
a smaller stage. I feel like he's just getting a bit. I feel like he's getting a bit like he's in his face all the time, GG. But I feel like if you in a smaller stage, you might be able to actually control the overall flow of the game.
Right.
Because I just feel like GG's utilizing the space 10 times. But he might actually win it.
I mean, one bad move on shield, rest out of shield, in theory.
I think you could. Who's gonna be man enough to do the drill?
The drill rest.
Yeah.
The drill rest.
That's brave, man. Drill rest is brave.
It would close it. Cause
it would close it. But there's
Skuxx
absolutely
does like to go for a rest.
That,
in
so
his credit, he does like to go.
He does like go for a rest. He does. Well, he will push like the limits. He'll take those gambles.
yeah.
Because he recognizes risk reward in that sense. He's
Yeah.
much more content to like play that kind of game, right?
He also seems like not the kind of Jigglypuff who will like miss a rest and get shaken up by it. Like, seems
I
to
hate
be
these
like.
sets, by the way. I hate these. Let's
One
just go
stage.
back. I hate these sets. But they're content with themselves to do that. They feel like they could take it.
I don't like it, but in Jig's there, I'm like, I'll allow it.
I'm more honestly, and this is horrible for me to say, but I'm just glad they're not going Dreamland.
I don't think any of them's gonna go.
If one of them picks Yoshi's and then loses really bad, the other person loses really badly, I can see them taking Dreamland.
Yeah, they're gonna be like,
Which
Which
is kind of why that's the advantage of this. See, isn't that the advantage of just Battlefield? Is that we don't have to worry about that happening.
That's true.
But I
how
think
much
it's
jump?
Yeah, he could have got that. Yeah.
Yeah, he was kind of a bit closer. But I'm pretty sure GG messed up.
Skuxx was just talking to him.
Are they jigs? Are they jigs? I don't know if
I don't
like
think they're
jig
buddies.
honor.
Like, yeah.
they're all right. They are.
Okay.
Yeah, no, like, I'm not, they don't fight.
Yeah. You know, some characters have their little honor thing.
Oh, yeah.
Like Yoshi's and Samus's sometimes. I didn't know if there was like a jigs honor.
Oh, I see.
Not that I know of.
Yeah. I can't see there being a jigs honor.
I mean, their best player literally. I'm not gonna throw shade.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna throw shade.
Yeah.
It's not my place.
Yeah. We pretty much agree.
We know. But yeah, I do know what you mean. Hey,
I think Skuxx going to the ledge there, incredibly bad choice, to be honest. He had the respawn invincibility, he had the opportunity to take some stage, and
he just didn't really
gave it
use
up,
invincibility
and
or
it's
do anything.
Exactly, yeah.
Oh, I like that Nair a lot, actually. Yeah. I kind of want to see them poke with Nair a little bit more like that. Yeah, there you go.
Every time Skuxx is covering this high, he jumps and then he does double jump back air, and he just needs to cover the low sometimes.
Yeah, no, I agree.
I mean, I guess stage obviously matters, but matters less because it is Puff. Against Puff.
Yeah, but
so you can fight off stage, is what I mean, right? Like,
I still feel. But
obviously,
like
it's still important.
If someone's like super aggressive, I know it might not be because most of the time we just see them back airing, but there are definitely different styles.
Yeah.
No, there's nuance.
So I definitely feel like one of them could benefit.
That F smash read was actually so big.
Yeah.
Because now he's at 30, and now he can, how much percent can he get? Can he get a kill out of this? Maybe. No, not quite.
Yeah, it's looking more and more like GG's set. Obviously, Skuxx gets the first game on a swing
this is actually
turn,
what you
but
said at the beginning.
Yeah.
You said you think like GG was actually going to take it, which is.
I mean, I personally favor GG in this. And I'm not saying just because of what we saw from Cruz. It is mostly due to the fact that I don't think Skuxx likes Puff very much, or the Ditto. Whereas GG, I think he's
Skuxx looks really
this.
frustrated right now. You look at his body language, like he looks like.
I didn't even notice that. I literally just looked at him.
He's just like kind of.
It was worse earlier, honestly.
Yeah, look, I just saw him like shake his head. Like
he looks like he wants to get away. Like his chair is sideways. He's like, get me out of here.
He took the stock and he's just like, oh, why am I here playing Puff Dittos in top 8?
Yeah.
Like he has that look. Whereas GG looks like super clued in right now.
Yeah.
Again, maybe I'm wrong, right? Maybe he has like resting. I don't like Puff Ditto face, but still. Like
No. I saw him like shake his head.
Yeah.
I feel like he's not feeling it.
But again, like. He's just not. He's just not happy with it.
He's
happens,
not.
man. You pick jigs. You put up with.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, bro.
I know what to say.
Yeah, like everyone else does this when you play against you. Like
this is you playing against yourself.
Yeah.
In some essence.
In some aspects, yeah.
So yeah.
It's like when Marvs get mad about like F smashing. It but then I'm like, but you do it too.
Yeah, no, it's the exact same.
Yeah, it is.
But as we say that, he's actually bringing it back. Maybe he should just tilting is never really good.
Yeah.
It's true.
Ooh. Yeah. I've noticed as well that a lot of people here are very, very quick to tilt.
Yeah.
Like I'm talking about this Arcadian
specifically. Yeah.
And I was actually kind of shocked about it because I feel like I have maybe a bit of a warped perception being around like or seeing the top players compete. But when all of the Arcadian worthy players actually get together, you actually see a difference within the mentality of the players.
No, there's like,
which is kind of crazy. It makes sense. I just didn't think I would see it as much as I did.
Yeah.
So
I think there's a lot of factors. Like everyone's a bit more scared because there's like a more real chance they can win it. You know, like there's some more pressure.
No, that's definitely the case.
Well, going into a tournament. Sorry.
Yeah, no, because most of these players I see at tournaments.
Yeah.
Like, but I guess because in their mind they're not prepared to win it. They're prepared to do well in bracket.
Exactly.
So they have a very different mindset. But it's actually kind of interesting to see how people take it differently when they actually feel like they could win it.
No, of course.
So maybe it's like a sign of well, if they want to get good, like they're gonna have to get over this. They're gonna have to but carry.
No, we're gonna.
Oh, what are you doing, GG? Oh my God! He pretty much threw it, and then
Oh no!
Wow! GG threw it, and then Skuxx saved him, and then he killed him. Like, wow!
All right. Well, that happened.
That's not gonna do any favors for Skuxx's mentality right now.
Probably not. But yeah, no, at the last Arcadian, we're actually talking about this being one of the primary reasons why Arcadians are so good. Is it puts people in that situation where they have to deal with the mental pressure of being expected to win, being a first seed.
Yeah, no,
because they've never experienced that before.
That was why I always liked amateur brackets, because I feel like the players get to compete in their own way. But this is like I don't want to say, it's like an amplified version of
but it
amateur
is
bracket,
though, because it's got a bigger, it's got a real sizable prize pool.
Yeah, it's their own event, and it definitely shows who people who are probably capable of becoming one of the top 25 PR or PR worthy players.
Yeah.
Because like I would say, even though Tooney's not PR, I would say he's like very PR worthy.
He's close.
Yeah.
So specifically Best of the Rest 2, Mordo had a lot of mental issues that he had to fight with. Like I've never seen him so stressed out and anxious and worried in his life, but he kept it together.
Yeah.
And meanwhile, Liber switched characters.
No,
and that's a kind of a story of a mindset in of itself, right? Like of just sticking with your guns and dealing with those things.
Like,
and there's a reason why Mordo's PR'd right now.
Yeah. Even though my favorite for Tooney was Tooney and Skuxx to win this tournament. It's funny because I think Tooney's PR worthy, but I don't see Skuxx.
Yeah, no, I agree. I agree.
Which is, I think maybe it's literally just this matchup that he feels this way about. But yeah, this is something in general that you actually just need to get over. Because most of the time when I see players who get like this, it's not a one thing. It's usually, it happens in a lot of areas. So I would like to see him overcome this if he wants to get there. That's if he wants to get there.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure he does. So.
Oh, wow.
But yeah, GG. Kind of even.
Yeah, so at the very start of this game, like Skuxx got this ridiculous 5 nairs in a row, and he got like 50% on 0. We didn't talk about it, but that happened.
I saw it.
Since then, like GG seems like he's evened it up pretty much, and got slightly here for himself. But
I don't know if it's because like, especially in the last game, both players like opened up pretty big leads through F smash. We're definitely seeing them swing on the ground a lot more in this game.
Yeah. Nice to
That's nice. That's the first time that Skuxx has actually used that. Like GG's brought that out like 3 or 4 times.
No, he's not dead. It's Jinx.
It's Jinx.
Yeah, but yeah, both of them are being a bit overcommittal with their edge guard.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know how much.
I guess maybe if you threaten though, then you might scare them into burning more jumps and make it an easier.
You can, but like before, he kind of put himself in a bad situation from edge guard, which is what you have to watch out for.
It is like a really interesting little mini game where they're both kind of like floating in and out from each other, but like they both have a bit to learn on that. Yeah.
GG's like super into it, and Skuxx is just yawning.
Yeah, he's so fed up. He doesn't want to be here at all. You can tell.
I don't want to make rash conclusions, but the body language kind of does imply that he really is not having a good time.
Yeah. Whereas GG looks like he's still focused.
Yeah.
Really?
Like he's turning the chair. He's looking away.
No, sorry. GG's looks like he's still on. Yeah.
He's SDing for it. Wow.
Wow.
Okay. I respect.
See,
do you know how much money's on the line in this fucking tournament?
Yeah.
I did not expect that.
It's a big step, but I'm pretty sure GG doesn't regret it.
Yeah, I see what you mean.
Yeah.
Like he wants it to be a certain way, and he'll take it. So
I mean, I guess like there was also that last little bit where like Skuxx did technically save him in the last previous game, right? So maybe he was like, all right,
yeah.
I had one, you had one.
Yeah.
But I like you can't start counting mistakes like, oh well, you messed up that edge guard,
I know.
that's the same as you let me live.
I'm not justifying it. I'm just saying maybe that was his thought process.
It's pretty much personality based. The type of person you are. If you wanna let it go. I don't feel like there's a huge right or wrong answer. It's just as long as like he has good. It's not like he's trying to be a dick about it. It's like well intentioned.
Both kind of greedy. Oh, that might kill. Well,
yeah, that was.
But that SD is coming back to bite.
Let's see if that. Yeah.
Thing is, like that could also refresh Skuxx's mindset a little bit. Do you know what I mean?
No, yeah, 100%. Like Skuxx
even looks better now.
Skuxx can take this. This is one of those sets.
He's smiling now. He's smiling now. What's gonna change?
He's facing forward now.
Facing forward.
Like now, I feel like
literally, you can see his chair. Like,
so I think now he knows that he actually wants it.
He wants it now.
He actually wants it. Victory is in front of his face.
Yeah,
so.
exactly.
Oh man.
Both of them are just like pretty much just scrambling.
Yeah.
Scrambling for hits. None of them are solidly. I feel like they're both switching a lot in terms of who's on top. It's not like someone dominating a certain zone,
Yeah,
a certain spacing zone. Both of them are kind of chipping away at each other in similar spacing zone areas.
I would say maybe slight favor GG when they're both off stage.
Favor, yes.
When they're all specifically when they're off stage as well.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
Look,
I feel like
lean forward. Alright, now you want it.
Oh,
now
yeah.
you want it.
He wants it.
Now you actually want it.
All right, see, now I feel like I'm justified about calling out the body language.
Yeah. It was justified. It was so obvious. If you saw it right at the start of the set as well, it was more like this.
Yeah, I actually hate when people don't.
Oh
try.
no, come on.
I actually, it's one of the things that
don't
actually
lean back.
frustrates
Don't
me
lean back, Skuxx.
when people
Stay in
actually
this.
don't try, because it's like you're here to compete.
Yeah.
And I feel like when they don't try, it's like they care. They want to win, but it's like their way of like protecting themselves.
It's a bit disrespectful to your opponent as well, honestly.
No, it is.
It's pretty
I actually don't like it when people don't try.
And it doesn't help you get better at all. It does opposite.
Yeah.
Like,
I think before I was in the mindset of when people struggle to get to handle the pressure. People were saying, "Oh, just don't take it seriously. Have fun." But I actually think that's a bad idea because I feel like you're lying to yourself when you actually do.
If you really want to win,
when you actually do want to win.
When you want to win, that's lying to yourself.
Yeah. So I think it's always better to handle. Try to get used to wanting to win and performing because that's what you want to do anyway. There's no point in wanting to win and then tricking yourself into pretending you don't want to win when you actually just do want to win.
Yeah. So, big truth from Prof there for sure. Big truth bombs.
So yeah, like that's why I don't like it when people start to give up when they're like behind because I feel like it's kind of just a cop out of them not being able to handle.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because they don't want to have, as you said, they don't want to have to deal with the fact that like I tried and I kept trying and I lost.
Yeah.
It was like no,
I think it's way better when you put it all on the line. Yeah. That's how I look at it. So, but yeah, Skuxx back in it, leaning forward, 2-2.
This is a tight one, to be honest.
Stock, 100%.
This is on track for a potential timeout if they want it. It's not going to naturally time out, but like one of them does have a choice to go for it.
I feel like it could have been a red.
Yeah, but like I'm going to be completely honest. I think one of these players is content to time the other out.
Yeah.
One of them is more content to time
I
the
don't
other
think it
one
will
out.
happen. I think they're going to be up in each other's faces.
I don't think GG will. I'm just saying he might be more content.
Yeah, no, he would do it. Yeah, it's crazy how the body language just completely changed.
Yeah, this is the important moment for GG. If he takes another like 2 or 3 hits there, it's really bad for him.
Yeah.
He needs to find a way to close this out. Ooh, okay. Well, he's got him off stage. Might get it back here, which, ooh, no. All right, that's it. That's it.
Okay.
That might just be it. That's such good percent.
That's actually really, really good.
That might actually just be the setup.
Yeah, Skuxx is, this is big.
Grab? Yeah, both of them keep on messing up their edge guard.
Yeah.
And after they finish the edge guard sequence, that's happened a lot. They put themselves in very, very bad situations. And that's happened a few times.
I think a couple times he expected to grab the ledge, but he was still doing his move, and it's
Yeah,
just
yeah.
like, he's not jumped at the right time.
Yeah, it's just he misjudged it, but it's crucial. Like you literally just lost the whole stop for that. So. But I don't know. I just kind of feel like Gigi's actually not out of this.
Yeah, I do as well.
On the way,
because he's been like kind of the way he's playing now.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Like this is big percent, but
nice.
Yeah, I don't know. Just the way he's been playing throughout this whole set.
Yeah, it feels.
I'm not feeling that he's over.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't know. Ooh, that's not a trade. That's not the trade you want. That is not the trade you want in that position.
Yeah.
All right,
he's jumping in. Yeah, now it is.
You've got to hope for like a rest or like you got to kill him and then hope for like a rest.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it. Or an SD. Probably not gonna happen though. Yep. There we go.
Yeah. Yeah, they're hugging each other. Yeah. I don't think even though we SD'd that game, I don't really think he regrets.